From the 50, it's gone. On the screen, this is Coleman.
Let's go.
Right there, the big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First down.
I'm coming after you.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Your trip is here, baby.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to
Starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And Ingram hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Gone. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Wilson on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Murphy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Goff throwing again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go, baby.
Wilson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin with a couple of teams who have not had a ton of success in recent seasons. Arizona taking on Tampa Bay. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. The Cardinals were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints already 1-0, trying to make it 2 straight as they lead on the road. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. A touchdown run for James Conner. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Check. Under 10. 10.
They run it with Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On 1st down. Right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And power running here down. On 3rd down, it's Higgins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point safely through. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Muscling 3 near the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught by Coleman. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Like 20. 54. Like 54. Rip left. Rip left.
They run again on first down. Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's so